with his hand. He's handled now by Jimmy Montoya, California manager and trainer, and figures maybe this former super featherweight champion will propel himself into greatness now. He's got a chance certainly to turn his career back where it seemed to be heading a few years ago. Only 23 years of age, and that's what Camacho gets people so excited about. He's a real showman in and out of the ring. We saw him today, Angelo, the day of the fight. He was entertaining his entourage and onlookers, anybody who would listen. Certainly wasn't up at his room resting.
Very confident, you know. I don't know if that did him any good to be walking around and entertaining people the day of the fight, but
well, we'll see how it paid off for him as it's about to begin. Once again, the ring announcer is Ed Darien.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it's for the vacant North American Boxing Federation Lightweight Championship. The judges, Billy Graham, Don Ackerman, and Jack Milicic. The timekeeper to bell is Bob Olson. Counting for the knockdown seconds, alternate referee Frank Adams. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 12-round NABF Lightweight Championship bout, referee Luis Rivera. And now, boxing fans, introducing the principals. First in the blue corner, wearing the solid black trunks. He weighed in at an even 134 pounds. This gentleman has a record of 23 wins, 4 losses with 16 knockouts. He is currently the Mexican national champion from Reynosa, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome aboard Roque Montoya. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the maroon trunks with the gold trim. He weighed in at an even 135 pounds. This young man is undefeated in 26 professional bouts with 16 knockouts. He is the former world super featherweight champion, a native of Bayamon, Puerto Rico, and now residing in New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Puerto Rican Express, Hector Macho Man Camacho.
Yes, the rules has been given already. I want a clean fight, no rubby punches, no kidney punches, no lower punches. Any knockdown, go to the further neutral corner and stay there until I tell you to come out. 3 knockdown will end the fight automatically. Protect yourself at all times. Shake hand with the belt circle of fighting. Good luck.
And here's how they compare. And they compare very favorably in age, size really. Certainly a pound apart in weight. No big reach difference between the two. And in their records over the years as well. They've had almost a like number of fights. And they have each registered 16 knockouts along the way, as you have seen. So they have the devastating punch. We don't know that much about Roque Montoya, the Mexican. We certainly know that Hector Camacho loves to put on a show. And we expect he will do that for us tonight. Round 1 is underway. It is scheduled for 12. At stake, the vacant North American Boxing Federation Lightweight Championship. Camacho trying to get busy early.
Camacho always goes up quick and early with these in these first few rounds. The only thing is that I feel that Montoya, real durable kind of a guy, but if he backs up like that, he's not going to be around with us too long tonight, because you don't back up from a southpaw.
You can't win doing that. Stinging left hand thrown by Camacho.
he doesn't seem to know what to do with his.
He does look confused.
Carlos, I felt that him being in Mexico, he fought a lot of southpaws. You know, south of the border, they got a lot of great-looking southpaws. But evidently, he don't know how to fight Camacho because he's waiting on him. You can't wait on a southpaw. Everything comes from the wrong direction. He's going to catch a lot of shots.
He's definitely moving in the wrong direction. He's moving towards Camacho's power.
You think maybe that Camacho's mere presence and his style and his flair, if you will, tend to unsettle somebody like this man right now, Montoya?
Well, a lot of things go into play because, you know, big occasion, big fight. You know, first time this kid got out of and really fought on a big-time show. Could have a little effect early on, but it might, if he's in there for a while, it'll go away.
Yeah, right now the nerves probably coming into play. Camacho trying to capitalize, lunging through the left. That Montoya blocked much of. That's the midway point of the round.
Camacho has a very small mouth starting to build up underneath his left eye.
Good observation, Carlos. I'm just going to call it. You beat me to it. He got a lump under his eye. Must have caught a head under his left eye. My book on Montoya is a good, tough fighter. Strong and durable.
Well, he's shown he is tough already. He's withstood quite a bit from Camacho in this very first round. Two good body shots, a third thrown by Camacho. The southpaw from Puerto Rico now lives in New York City, lunging with the left hand at his man. Less than 30 seconds to go in the opening round. Cracking left hand comes through, followed by a right. Missed with a left as he pins him on the ropes. And Montoya hangs on to him. 15 seconds remaining now. Scheduled for 12 rounds. All Camacho here in the first. Just a few seconds left in round one. We'll be back after a word from your local station.
Things sweetened with 100% NutraSweet display the 100% NutraSweet symbol.
Dad,
Yeah?
what does this feel? And
It's a little red swirl next to the words NutraSweet brand sweetener. Not hard to spot at all. The 100% symbol means no saccharin, no sugar added, but great taste. NutraSweet. 100% NutraSweet.
oh, that's the good stuff.
Why some things taste better than others.
Tuesday night at 7, McQueen Week begins with the Academy Award-winning The Sand Pebbles.
What is our primary duty? Fighting?
Steve McQueen in his most commanding performance.
You cannot be excused to do what you prefer to do, no matter how well you do it.
Caught in a battle between warlords and foreign powers.
Yes, they'd like another incident. They'd like a war.
The Sand Pebbles. McQueen Week begins Tuesday night at 7 on Channel 9.
Second round, Don Chevrier with Angela Dundee and Carlos Palomino with you here in Buffalo. It's Hector Camacho against Roque Montoya.
Carlos, I think they made a great choice to the referee because he speaks Spanish. He had to go back into the corner and explain to Montoya what was going on. Now, near the end of that last round, I noticed something that Montoya nailed Camacho with a good right-hand counter, which is what you should do with a southpaw when they come in at you like that.
Exactly, and I overheard Montoya's corner in Spanish. They were telling him to use the jab and feint and come in with the right hand, so they must have seen that too.
That's a little bonus we have having you at ringside tonight, Carlos. You pick those things up. I get a feeling that Montoya is going to come on here a little bit.
Now, Don, if you want Carlos and I to do this thing in Spanish, just give us a wink and we'll do it because we can go both ways.
You're too busy working on your Chinese, I thought. It was a good left thrown by Camacho a moment ago.
Yeah,
now Montoya's not backing up. He's coming forward.
That's the only way to fight a southpaw, the way he's doing it right now. Take it to him with aggression. Be first.
Yeah, I think those butterflies are gone now. Now he's settling into his fight plan, in which it looks good. He's using his left hand and stepping in, trying to lend that right hand.
Guy had a left hook like you, Carlos. See you laid it in there. Good left hook to the body.
At this stage, they appear to be very, very well matched.
Oh yeah, I had a feeling this thing would be a long fight. I couldn't see it going a short fight, but the way he came in frozen up like that early on, I thought he might get nailed with something.
Exactly. round. It is scheduled for 12. And quick snapping jab that sets things up for Camacho. Now in delayed bases follows with a lethal left hand he has. As the Mexican tries to bang away inside of the body. But Camacho with 2 body shots and one that just glanced ahead of Montoya.
Montoya does know how to fight the southpaw. He tried to nail it with a left hook and close. That works also.
What an adjustment he's made in handling Camacho from the first round to this, the second.
Well, Carlos spotted it. It was the butterflies early on. Now it's out of his system. I think we're going to have a heck of a fight in our hands.
I think so, too. He's coming in on him.
Got good quick hands. Camacho coming after him with a swinging left. Hitting him with a left while holding him with a right. And the referee, who does speak Spanish, has been noted, separates them. Referee Luis Ringetta.
And Camacho's been known to do that before. Hold with one, hit with the other. It's one of his traits.
Just 10 seconds left now, and this is the second round. It's been a good round, evenly matched between the two as Montoya appears to have turned things around against the toughy Camacho.
Spilled a cup of coffee, ruined a sweater. Boss is screaming, send this letter, call Emery, and it's as good as there. Emery's on the case, so you don't have to worry. We go any place, get it to you in a hurry. From the biggest to the smallest, it's as good as there, just call us.
Hi, Emery?
It's as good as there.
There's only one Super Bowl of cereal, and there's only one taste that makes it the super taste of Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
Just think of crispy golden flakes.
Delicious, crunchy flakes of corn.
So pure and simple, just can't wait.
Low in sugar, loaded with vitamins and iron.
So good for you, don't hesitate.
For a Super Bowl of our most nutritious corn flakes ever.
What a Super Bowl. Have yourself a Super Bowl. Kellogg's Corn Flakes. Super taste, super good. Kellogg's Corn Flakes.
There's the Macho Man, Hector Camacho from Puerto Rico, now living in New York. Third round underway. Rocky Montoya of Mexico.
Just before Macho came out, Carlos, he was checking the house. He was looking around the ringside. Now, what I noticed in the corner, he's not completely relaxed. He's got his arm on top of the ropes. You know, it's no-no. He knows better than that. He's too good a fighter for that stuff.
Well, he should know better, and I think the manager should know better than that. But you know, he likes to show, but he's a player.
I got a slight feeling this is going to become a dirty fight, because as it goes on, Montoya's going to giveth what he receiveth. But I see it getting rough and close.
We've had signs of that already. You're right, Angelo Dundee. Well, holding and hitting. Here now comes Camacho lunging across the ring, and Montoya succeeds in turning him right around and taking off the heat.
Now, Carlos, in the last fight I worked against Macho Camacho, he was getting tired in the fight with Louis Burke when the fight was stopped. I'm not looking to make a case for Louis Burke, but the point is he cannot do this tonight because this guy's a good, tough, durable whacker.
What about Camacho? Is he better suited as a super featherweight or where he is right now as a lightweight?
That's his problem right now. He don't know which way to go.
Which way would you see him go?
I don't know. It's up to his management. I'm just here. I'm watching the fight, and it's going to be a good fight.
Well, I was talking to Montoya, his manager, who was saying Camacho wants to win 4 titles.
Yeah, he's got a world of ambition in his head.
You're right. It's gonna get rough and dirty inside.
Referee Luis Rivera cornered by Grino, warned about grabbing and hitting. And Camacho does that all night long.
This referee looks to be right on top of things, doesn't he?
Oh, he's a good referee.
He knows what to expect. Yes, sir. Good left.
Good referee.
And a good left right there, too. It backed up the Mexican fighter, Rocky Montoya. He keeps on coming. Backed up in the first round considerably and adjusted quite rapidly to the southpaw style of Camacho. Right now, he looks undaunted.
Carlos, you notice that Macho is getting bruised up around the face. So that's a player heads in close. And whoever gets his head down first is going to be the winner. Because, no, they're going to cut the other guy.
Exactly. You're right. They're getting dirty inside. And I mean,
there was the heads right there.
Yeah, this referee's going to have his work cut out for him. Well, we know much more about Camacho, but in this third round, we've seen already in the previous two that Montoya is a tough customer. He is no pushover. Camacho wails away with the left hand of the body. They get all tangled up again.
Ryder presents a moving tribute to those industrious few who saved money by renting a truck from somebody else. The Brewbakers from Akron who saved $14.50 moving to Topeka. Stanley Helms who saved $8 moving from Tulsa to Reno. The Willises who saved $6.95 on their move to Seattle. And finally, to the Blevins family, who saved a grand total of $13 and found out, like they all did, that it's Ryder or it's wrong.
Around here people seem to say it all without saying a word.
There are still places where you can shake a man's hand, buy him a Miller, and you've got yourself a deal.
Miller's made the American way, born and brewed in the USA, just as proud as the people who are drinking it today.
Miller Beer, purity you can see, quality you can taste.
Miller's made the American way.
There's the bell to start the fourth round of a good one. North American Boxing Federation Lightweight Championship on the line. The vacant title awaits Camacho and Montoya.
Montoya's starting to back up again.
But I think he knows he's better off going in, Carlos. The other thing I've noticed, he's trying to nail him with a good right upcut when he rushes in.
Long looping left, a couple of them. 3 of them thrown by Camacho.
The one thing about Camacho is sometimes he rushes in, and I think it'd be easy to catch him with the straight right hand or bend over to the side, hit him with the hook to the body, and bring it over to the head.
You're right. You're right. The uppercut is dangerous.
Very dangerous the way he runs in.
You can never anticipate the timing of that right when he's on the way in. Look out.
What keeps Macho in action is that he's got, aggression, quick hands, and he's rough. Gosh, he's rough. And he just grabbed behind the head again, and he got away with it.
Now Montoya coming forward again. He tends to start rounds for a few seconds, backing up, collecting his thoughts and his strategies, and then moves forward the rest of the way as he is now. Nope, now he backs up again.
You got to credit Macho with that. Macho's moving him around pretty good.
Yep.
This kid knows more than we do, Carlos. He landed that right uppercut.
He did.
Got away with it at least. Throws it again. Their long looping left partially connects from the hand of Camacho.
The reason Macho don't hurt you with shots because he jumps in with the punches. And Carlos, you got to hit a guy then move. You don't just jump in with punches.
That's right. He's got to be sitting down on his feet and drive the punches, but he jumps in. And most of the time his feet are off the mat.
Lunging, yeah.
There's no power there.
Right.
Don, Carlos and I got something to report to you. Macho's using a cheap mouthpiece, like a 10-cent mouthpiece. And it's unbelievable. A kid of this caliber would be using that kind of a mouthpiece.
He got a mouthpiece you can go down to the sporting goods store and buy from the Pop Warner football.
Is it possible he simply feels more comfortable wearing it? Is that a possibility?
I don't think so. I don't see how, because you can't control it. Once he starts getting sweating and saliva in his mouth, it'll pop out every time.
Really makes no sense then. Now we have 15 seconds to go in the fourth round. It is scheduled for 12. A couple of rough customers are entertaining this crowd in Buffalo and this nationwide television audience with just seconds left of this fourth round. At the bell, we'll pause for a word from your local station.
Tuesday night at 7, McQueen Week begins with the Academy Award-winning The Sand Pebbles.
What is our primary duty? Fight?
Steve McQueen in his most commanding performance.
You cannot be excused to do what you prefer to do, no matter how well you do it.
Caught in a battle between warlords and foreign powers.
Yes, it's like another incident. They'd like a war.
The Sand Pebbles. McQueen Week begins Tuesday night at 7 on Channel 9.
For about 50 years now, lots of folks have felt that a Scots lawn is the best lawn to have. It's that green and thick. Now, it's true Scott's products may cost a little more. Yet Scott's is still the #1 seller, year after year. How come? Let's just say Scott's doesn't stay #1 by being second best.
Here is the 5th round. Don Chevrier with Angela Dundee and Carlos Palomino at ringside in Buffalo, New York. Camacho and Montoya. And as this round starts to develop, I want some clarification from you gentlemen on if he's got a bad mouthpiece, I mean Camacho, what constitutes a good mouthpiece?
Go ahead, Carlos. Well, you know, a fighter's mouthpiece should be the kind of mouthpiece you go to a dentist and they form-fit a mouthpiece for you that protects not only the teeth but the gums and fits in perfectly. It's molded to your mouth.
Custom made. All right.
Custom made, exactly.
So that's some custom-made action right there.
Hey, Carlos, what I usually do when I go get a mouthpiece made, I have all their teeth x-rayed, you know, and check if they have any compacted wisdom teeth.
Might as well get it all done while you're there.
Yeah, then you got to have them removed because, you know, they're dangerous. That's what causes broken jaws, compacted wisdom teeth.
That would happen to Ali at the hands of Ken Norton?
Yes.
Same thing.
Same thing, because see what happens, the compacted wisdom teeth takes away the jawbone.
Montoya is on Camacho.
Yes, he is. Camacho's doing what his corner said, though. Use that left hook for, and he came in with a double hook right there to pin him against the ropes. But Montoya is handling himself exceptionally well.
Montoya's a class lightweight. He's fighting a class fighter, and I think they're smart doing it to get himself ready for other fights.
Camacho caught him on the way in that time.
They exchanged shots on that one.
Well, we know the quicker hands belong to Camacho. The other kid can't beat him with hand speed. Just got to let shots go.
Not that he's necessarily slow in his own right, but slow by comparison to Camacho.
Yeah, Camacho's a fast, quick splatter type of a puncher.
And he uses a lot of that New York street brawling tactic, too, when he gets inside. He's rough, like you said. There he goes.
That skill first acquired in Puerto Rico and then imported to New York.
Oh, that's right.
Advanced from there. A couple of tough 23-year-olds.
It's a graduation.
Now they both got bruises under the eye. Montoya's got one under his right eye. Camacho's got it under his left. That holding it, hitting, the referee's got to warn him about that. That's not right.
A lot of blows, a lot of head contact in there, too. This is the 5th round, as you see, getting down to the final 20 seconds of action in it. This is too close to call at this stage, my opinion, gentlemen.
After that first round, it has been very close.
Now less than 5 seconds remain in the brisk 5th round in Buffalo.
The champions, presented by Old Spice antiperspirant and new improved stick deodorant.
When I'm in the ring, I want to win. I don't possess maybe one of the greatest puncher, but I'm there for 15 rounds, 10 rounds to fight every second of it. I fight for the public. I'm an entertainer. When I go in there, I like to entertain. Everybody's going to say Vito is a good fighter.
New Old Spice Solid keeps guys so much drier, they just might give up their Menin antiperspirant mid-stick.
Hey, Bronco. Here's a present. Hardly used.
New Old Spice Solid keeps you so dry, not even 2 strokes of Menin keep you as dry as 1 of Old Spice. You may want to switch mid-stick.
Norman, from me to you. Practically brand new.
Why wait to be drier? Get New Old Spice Solid antiperspirant now.
Take my Menin, please.
Hector Camacho responding to the bell for round 6 as they approach the halfway point of this scheduled 12-rounder in Buffalo. The action gets faster as the bout goes on.
That Macho's really Mr. Excitement, isn't he?
He really is.
Really makes great fights.
You know, I noticed that Montoya is taking a full minute rest on the stool, and Camacho stands up about 10 seconds to go. I think it's smart to take that full minute.
Oh, yes.
Only 60 seconds. You might as well utilize them all.
Only thing that last round, Carlos, Macho came out of the corner dry. He asked for some water, but I didn't have enough time to give it to him. You know, we're halfway home, gentlemen. Number 6. It's going to be a long, long evening for 12.
Potentially 6 more rounds for these two. And of course, the scheduled 15-round main event still to come. Greg Page endeavoring to defend his WBA championship against Tony Tubbs.
You know, they're telling Montoya in the corner to step in with double jabs from the right hand, but he doesn't seem to be following instructions. He's still backing up. And I think that's his main problem, is that he's got to take the fight to Camacho. He's got to back him up.
I don't think
in this round.
I don't think he's got a left jab. See, he flicks with the left hand. Ain't got a good left hand. Best punch he's got's a right hand and that left hook to the body.
The jab, he kind of waves out there, doesn't he? Not crisp. But he is making a match of it with Camacho.
Figured to be a match all the way. When they made this fight, I felt that way, and you know it too, Carlo.
Oh, exactly. This guy's a toughie. You know, he hangs in there. He's not going to go anywhere.
There's that right uppercut again. Try to catch him on the way in. Thrown by Montoya.
It's going to take a tremendous combination to get him out of there if Camacho has the power to do it.
30 seconds to go in the 6th round. And in the rounds ahead, Montoya tries to tee off the combination. It becomes a matter of stamina, endurance, how that training has paid off, or how that training has failed you. Montoya keeps on coming. In the closing seconds of this round number 6, we're at the halfway mark. Great action.
I've taken on many fighters and tried many beers. One beer isn't a class by itself. Light beer from Miller. Light tastes great and it's less filling. It weighs in at a third less calories than the regular beer. Yes, I discovered your greatest beer, but I never met your greatest fighter. Hey, who is this Billy Martin anyway?
Billy Martin, he's warm, he's gentle, good looking too.
I got to meet this guy.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
I like things that last. This old car runs like a watch. My house is over 96 years old. Been married to Enid 23 years. Here's the first new thing I bought in 8 years. 9. It's a Honda lawnmower. Overhead valve design, real durable. I bought it because it'll last. Like my dog, 12 years old. Known Fred forever. This shirt belonged to my dad.
The Honda lawnmower. It could be the last lawnmower you ever buy.
The 7th round is underway. It's been a good one. North American Boxing Federation Lightweight Championship. Let's see.
Nice.
Unlike you, Carlos, I don't like that right uppercut because it's too dangerous. It's better off with a straight right hand come back with a left hook because it's too dangerous. If Macho crosses a good straight left hand, this kid's going to be in trouble.
Well, so far, so good for him on the uppercut. He's gotten away with it majority of the time. Hasn't paid too great a price. And he keeps on coming forward against the southpaw.
And Macho better not run out of gas with this guy, because this guy's going to go like this all night long. He's a steady, steady guy.
Looks like he will.
So the thing about these guys from Mexico that come down here to fight, they always come with a full gas tank.
And we know now that this is no relation to Jimmy Montoya, right?
Not at all.
Of course, is Camacho's manager, the latter.
Macho keeps backing up like that, Carlos. He's in all kinds of trouble. You don't back up from this fella, but he steamrolls when you back up from him.
That's something Camacho wasn't doing in the earlier round. He knows he can certainly get away from Montoya's jab. That's not going to hurt him. It's what follows the bite. A low right hand thrown by Montoya there. Now Camacho comes forward.
He's better off going forward than waiting on this fella, because he's liable to catch something.
Yep.
There they are, the head's in there.
Couple of long looping lefts thrown by Camacho. Referee's got a couple of rough fighters. Good left, 3 of them now. And a following right, all connecting on the face of Roque Montoya. But he's letting them fight their fight for the most part, intervening only when he has to, this referee.
Camacho's not using it. He's using the ring very well. He's moving, waiting for his shots.
He's got to. He can't back up from this guy. Another thing about Macho Camacho, they're putting a lot of water in those trunks. They're velvet. They're going to start sliding and gliding.
They get heavy. Ooh. Another punching left hand thrown by Camacho. 15 seconds to go on the round, and Camacho has unleashed the most damaging blows of the night, I think, so far in this round right here, round number 7, which now is in the waiting seconds, and it's been a big round for Hector Camacho. After our word from our local stations, we'll be back.
When I'm ready to lose unwanted pounds, I pass by appetite suppressants and meal substitutes and pick up a Color Diet starter kit because I want to lose weight eating 3 meals a day. Each kit contains nutritious portion-controlled foods for 7 days and a color-coded menu guide. There's great-tasting foods like beef stroganoff, Salisbury steak, soups, shakes, puddings, even pancakes and syrup. You'll love losing weight eating 3 meals a day with the Color Diet.
The new Lotus Esprit Turbo versus the new Bacon Double Cheeseburger Deluxe from Burger King. The Deluxe is powered by 2 hefty flame-broiled burgers and melted cheese. The Turbo isn't. The Deluxe is richly appointed with crisp lettuce, ripe tomato, and mayonnaise. Not the Turbo. The Deluxe comes equipped with 3 pieces of bacon standard. The Turbo doesn't. And you can take a Deluxe home for $50,000 less. The Bacon Double Cheeseburger Deluxe. Aren't you hungry for Burger King now?
This is the 8th round in Buffalo, and Camacho with a furious assault won some big points at the expense of Roque Montoya in the 7th round. Comes after him again, right down, hurts him, down he goes. The first knockdown of the bout. Rapid fire barrage with both hands sends Roque Montoya to the canvas.
It looks like that's
he pops up down the count of 8, and he'll come back for more.
He's hurt. He's hurt. He's really hurt.
Camacho wants to end it right here. You can see the pain in the face of Montoya. Trying to stay out of harm's way, but he's got nowhere to hide. He gets wrestled down there. He'll take a count, but he was thrown down. It'll benefit him, give him a chance.
He's a New York street kid.
Yes, he is. He can taste it, and he's going after it. Oh, there.
Camacho all over him after hurting him in the previous round. Really stunned him and took him down early in this 8th round. Hurts him again there. Or maybe Camacho's getting arm weary after all of this.
Well, he threw an awful lot of punches, and Montoya took him, and he's coming back. And you know, what he was complaining was about that grabbing around the head when he went back to his corner of Montoya.
Well, he's backing up. Camacho's backing up now. I think he,
little arm weary.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Halfway in the round. And a remarkable comeback by Montoya in this 8th round. Maybe that second 8 count he took when he was thrown down, not knocked down, helped him, but that hurts right there. Montoya's not out of this 8th round yet.
Game performance on Montoya's part, Carlos, because he's getting hit with everything but the kitchen sink.
Very game. He's still there, man. He's the kind of kid that's not going to go until he's gone for good, you know, until he gets knocked out.
His face getting puffier and puffier. Camacho rains more punches on him.
Camacho knows all the tricks.
Every trick.
For a guy this young, you know, you wonder whether he takes lessons or he learned them all on the street, you know.
You wonder where the school is if they give lessons. Long looping left again, scoring.
I guarantee he never lost an alley fight.
He's not losing this one right now either. That left has been devastating, opening with it. That's 3 times the last 6 seconds he has hit him with it. And he's got Montoya hurt again, as he has been throughout this entire round. The remarkable thing is, how has he hung on this long? Coming forward, a very gallant fighter from Mexico, taking it down to the final second.
It was incredible out there today. I had to work for every point. My muscles feel sore, but they won't for long because I've got Bengay. You can feel it working right away. You know, I also use Bengay before I play. It helps me warm up and play more comfortably, longer. And that can make the difference. Like today.
Bengay before and Bengay after. Feel better with Bengay.
You can feel it working right away.
You begin with raw steel. Shape it with fire, muscle, and sweat. Polish it to razor-sharp perfection. We're looking for a few good men with a medal to be Marines.
This man, Hector Camacho, is stealing the show so far tonight of the blockbuster in Buffalo. Round number 9. A big 7th round and even bigger 8th round for Camacho against Montoya of Mexico.
Camacho's wondering what he's got to do to get this guy out of there.
Exactly. Yeah, you know, it's really surprising to me, but he's been doing a lot of holding behind the head, illegal stuff, rough stuff, and he hasn't been warned at all for it.
I know it. The referee is not doing a really, you know, good job in there because he should be warning him. He's been doing everything but kicking this kid.
That good opening left caught him on the way through. Now a snapping right hand.
Macho's got so much talent, Carlos.
Age comes still to come, gentlemen.
Exactly.
He doesn't
need to do any of that stuff.
No, he doesn't. Now, it takes away from him because he's such a good fighter.
Montoya's there on him.
Fairly even fight for the first 6, and then Camacho shifted gears and took it to him in 7 and 8. Knocked him down once, officially twice. The second was not a knockdown in round number 8.
Montoya's fighting the right kind of a fight. Going to the guy, backing him up.
Taken enough of Camacho's left hand to fear it, but he does not seem to. The right of Montoya, the only heavy blow he has. Left hook is a little stronger, but the jab is oh so weak.
See all that grabbing and holding and pushing and shoving.
Oh, good left there.
Got the crowd rooting for this kid, and it's not necessary. He should fight a clean kind of a fight and use his talent. Well, boy, he's talented.
Montoya's trying to set up that right hand. He's stepping in, he's getting very close to landing it. We'll see what happens.
I don't know how many times he has taken that heavy left hand from Camacho, and he keeps coming for more.
This kid south of the border is known for durability and desire to win, and these guys going to be in there trying every second.
I think Camacho's taking a round off to rest, catching a breather.
Yeah, he still hit him a little harder toward the end of this round, but he's not been in the trouble, Montoya, that he was in the previous 8th round. Round 9 coming to a close.
The world is divided in half. Some can go to the net, some can't. There are good backhands and bad ones. And most important to pick, some guys have normal skin while others have more sensitive skin. So Bic made the new Bic Orange. It shaves sensitive skin gently and closely. So for normal skin like mine, the original Bic White Shaver. And for sensitive skin, the new Bic Orange. Oh, by the way, some people love John McEnroe, and some people,
Where I come from, people never quit till the game is done.
There's still a place where there's nothing wrong with winning, where beer is beer and the brand is Miller.
Miller's made the American way, born and brewed in the USA, just as proud as the people who are drinking it today.
Miller beer, purity you can see, quality you can taste.
Miller's made the American way.
Here comes round number 10. Macho Camacho and Rocky Montoya. Camacho's got to have a lead now. This is where the endurance and the stamina will really come to play.
Macho Man is winning, there's no doubt about it. But I mean, the rounds are going to get now closer, closer, and closer because I think the Macho Man's a little tired.
I think so. They were shaking his arms in the corner, trying to get some life into him.
Montoya's doing a great job in the corner, reviving him every round. Jimmy really gives it 100% in there, and he's got his guys ready as he can have it.
Saw that long left hand of Camacho's again a few moments ago. We know that Camacho can hurt Montoya, but we don't know, and have not really had evidence that Montoya can hurt Camacho.
It was the right hand.
Got it with the right there.
Now what's happening with that water job in the trunks? He's losing the time on the trunks. It's going away.
A couple of rounds ago, Montoya didn't know what time it was, I can tell you. It is getting late, however, in this one. The 10th round, scheduled for 12 for the vacant North American Boxing Federation Heavyweight Championship. What a battle it has been here at the Blockbuster in Buffalo.
I didn't realize Macho had such a great right jab. He got a heck of a jab.
Heavy jab, yeah.
Heavy jab. It's good, and it's not the kind of a jab to keep anybody off if he wants it.
Exactly, it's a very stiff jab. You can see when it...
Was a good right there to Camacho. It seems wherever Camacho goes, he steals the show on a boxing card. And he, along with a game Montoya from Mexico, are doing just that tonight in Buffalo, past the midway mark of this, the 10th round.
I tell you, it's a perfect matchup, and the fight got better and better as it went along.
Great match. The big left of Camacho, the good right hand thrown by Montoya.
I think Camacho's doing the smart thing. I think he's realized he's not going to get this guy out of there. He's boxing now, moving.
Whoa. Good combination there. And a good right followed by a left by Camacho.
He almost made me eat my words there. I haven't gotten it out yet. He almost dumped him again.
But that would be the smart thing to do, though, strategy-wise at this stage, is to realize that you're ahead and realize you can't take him out, and also accept the fact that you want to last 12 rounds to win it.
And the danger is the tank might go dry, and then he got nothing to go with. But Macho could let it all hang out, and then this guy could come back, and get lucky. But he could get lucky with that right hand.
That's the one thing. Camacho cannot get careless in these last two rounds because he's ahead. But Montoya's there with him. He's trying to tee off with that right hand.
Tell you one thing, Macho plays the timer.
That'll be round 10.
Only World Gymnastics Champion Kurt Thomas can be master of Gymkata. The skill of gymnastics. The kill of karate. Gymkata. Rated R.
Starts Friday. Check newspapers for a theater near you.
Tuesday night at 7, McQueen Week begins with the Academy Award-winning The Sand Pebbles.
What is our primary duty? Fighting?
Steve McQueen in his most commanding performance.
You cannot be excused to do what you prefer to do, no matter how well you do it.
Caught in a battle between warlords and foreign powers.
Yes, they'd like another incident. They'd like a war.
The Sand Pebbles. McQueen Week begins Tuesday night at 7 on Channel 9.
This is round 11 from Buffalo, and unlike the earlier rounds, Camacho now is taking his full 60 seconds on the stool. He's paid a price, and so has Montoya, but Camacho appears to be comfortably ahead. You get notions at times that he still is looking for the knockout. He has taken this man down once in the bout.
Montoya stepping the pace up here.
Montoya's trying to, land that right hand, and then Macho's trying to keep him off, but the right hand's getting closer and closer all the time.
Well, Montoya has to turn it on. Takes a good right there. He knows he's playing catch-up in terms of points in this bout. Very durable, tough game Mexican boxer from Reynosa, Mexico, Roque Montoya.
Look how tall and lean he is, and still's got all that strength, Carlo. Looks like he could blow him over. But he can't.
Here comes Camacho again. On the right, on the red trunks, the Puerto Rican native now living in New York in search of his 27th consecutive victory tonight.
There he is. Montoya's no fading pilot. He's picking up momentum. He's picking up steam. Throw a good right hand to the body, double up to the head was a beautiful combination.
There he goes. He's definitely picking up speed.
Montoya, almost a one-handed fighter time and time again, unloading that right hand.
See, Carlos, those nylon ropes in the ring are no good at all. They should wrap him with something, because that's what's cutting the back of Macho Camacho. He's got rips in the back from running into that rope. Both sides of his back. You notice it?
Oh yeah, big rips.
Yeah, that's from the nylon rope.
Oh, what a left hand he threw. Yeah, that welt's been around for about 5 or 6 rounds, actually. And
Well, that's what's caused. I just noticed that they're nylon ropes, and they should be wrapped. They're good protective things in the middle over there, but they should be wrapped with some cloth or something so they won't tear up a fighter's back.
Neither man has been cut, both puffy around the eyes. Montoya in particular here in this 11th round, less than 30 seconds remaining. And it gives us every indication it'll go right to the 12-round limit. Snapping shot coming through there.
I think Montoya's problem is that he paused with his jab. If he had a better jab, I think
it'd be a different ballgame.
He'd be a very complete fighter if he had a better jab. You're right. There you see the time remaining, and this is the 11th round. Good right thrown by Montoya in the closing seconds of round 11.
In the showdown between the colas, there's only one deciding factor: great taste. Pepsi, the choice of a new generation.
I like things that last. This old car runs like a watch. My house is over 96 years old. Been married to Enid 23 years. Here's the first new thing I bought in 8 years. 9. It's a Honda lawnmower. Overhead valve design, real durable. I bought it because it'll last. Like my dog, 12 years old. Known Fred forever. This shirt belonged to my dad.
The Honda lawnmower. It could be the last lawnmower you ever buy.
Here they come for the 12th and final round of this North American Boxing Federation Lightweight Championship bout in Buffalo. And Camacho sends the left hand out early.
Macho Time was doing a little ad-libbing with Muhammad, and he saw if he's going to go, and he was telling him to go ahead and root.
This crowd loving the action. We hope you're enjoying it too, wherever you may be across the country tonight.
It's going to be a great 12th round. I can see it. I can feel it. Carlos.
Camacho was trying to get something started over on the side, but doing his own cheerleading. He's going to have to now show with his hands.
He went back to that corner a little tired, so he's going to have to do it with his hands. You're right.
Montoya has to be a source of great frustration for Camacho. who with 16 knockouts would love to have added one more tonight, but it looks like he's not going to do that. He had him down once, officially twice. Low blow there.
That was a low blow. Well, it wasn't to the kneecap, so it wasn't, that pronounced.
Not quite.
It was an obvious low blow, and like I said before, I'm surprised that he hasn't been warned.
Look, he's not saying nothing. Now he's grabbing, holding, grabbing him around the head. Something should have been said. It's not right.
That was a headlock.
Yeah.
Well, they've come this far, and a lot has been let go, so that's the way it's going to go right to the end. Less than 90 seconds to go. The 12th and final round of a great lightweight bout in Buffalo. The difference with the right hand of Camacho, his jab is more meaningful. The jab of Montoya really doesn't do very much.
No, it's a fending thing. And, I guess you got to show him to get that left hand in with those southpaws.
Montoya keeps taking the action to Camacho, and likely will right down to the final bell. Good righty through and potted with it, and Camacho quickly with both hands fights his way out of difficulty there. Montoya tries to nail him on the ropes, and Camacho marches him right back to the center of the ring.
Not using every trick in the book now. But that right hand made him take notice a little bit, Carlo.
Definitely did.
Got his attention all right, but perhaps too little too late for Montoya. Behind on points from the middle of this fight on. Although he certainly acquitted himself well in the last two rounds, particularly in this, the 12th and final round.
Definitely the stronger of the two fighters here at the end.
And he didn't get enough done earlier in all likelihood to pull it off, and he's taking it right down to the finish with a flourish here in Buffalo at the bell to finally end the 12th round. And they are on their feet and cheering in Buffalo for a marvelous bout.
Great fight. Action all the way through it.
They both deserve this resounding ovation in the auditorium.
I tell you, all you got to do with Macho is point a camera at him. He's in action. He reminds me of Muhammad. Turns right on.
He's right there, isn't he? And this man, talk about courage and being game and having heart. He's got an abundance of all three. Roque Montoya from Reynosa, Mexico.
Tough kid, boy. He was in there all the way in the last round there. He was trying landed a big right hand.
It'll go to the judges, and we'll remind you, hotel accommodations for the Blockbuster in Buffalo provided by the luxurious Buffalo Hilton at the waterfront, Buffalo's business address. Well, the address here was the right thrown by Montoya. But quickly, Camacho with a flurry of his own prevented further damage, but that was a telling right hand. So this man knows he fought his heart out. The crowd knows that. He simply wasn't good enough, it would appear, to take away another victory from Camacho.
That was a definitely good tough fight for him. He went 12 rounds. He's going to have to do it when he fights for the title later this year. So it was a good 12 for him.
He needed this kind of a fight. This, if he's going to fight a Ramirez later on, he needs these kind of fights because get himself physically fit, and it'll show him he's got to get in a little better shape next time.
And he knows
pretty good shape.
He can't afford to make a mistake this time. He's had so much frustration with big bouts denied him due to various circumstances. Fighters getting injured, or somebody not being available, or somebody losing before a key bout with him. He wants to stay right on track here and get ready for another tough Mexican, perhaps even tougher, Ramirez, for the championship later in the year, as you said.
Yeah, definitely. The difference between Montoya and Ramirez is Ramirez can really bang.
So we should have the decision pretty quickly here, as the ring announcer Ed Darien goes around to collect the scorecards of the three judges. It certainly appear that Camacho has gotten the job done, although not very easily in the last couple of rounds after he looked as though he was going to take his man out. Certainly in round 8 when he had him down. It looked like it might end right there. But the resilience of Montoya came to the fore, and he came back and hung in right to the end. All right, let's go to the ring now, and here's the ring announcer, Ed Darien.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a unanimous decision. And the scoring by points as follows. Judge Billy Graham scores 118 to 111. Judge Don Ackerman scores it 120 to 107. And Judge Jack Millicek scores it 119-107 for the winner and the new North American Boxing Federation lightweight champion, the Puerto Rican Express, Hector Macho Man Camacho.
New Old Spice Solid keeps guys so much drier, they just might give up their Menon antiperspirant mid-stick.
Hey, Bronco. Here's a present. Hardly used.
New Old Spice Solid keeps you so dry, not even 2 strokes of Menon keep you as dry as 1 of Old Spice. You may want to switch mid-stick.
Norman, from me to you. Practically brand new.
Why wait to be drier? Get New Old Spice Solid antiperspirant now.
Take my Menon, please.
Spring cleaning. Visine AC, extra relief for allergy eyes. Meet your neighbor's new baby. Visine AC, extra relief for allergy eyes. Ah, the smell of fresh cut grass. Visine AC, a different Visine for allergy eyes with a special ingredient. Makes itchy, sticky, watery eyes, allergy eyes, feel good again. Surprise, wildflowers. Visine AC, extra relief for allergy eyes.
The blockbuster in Buffalo continues, and that was certainly a blockbuster with Hector Camacho winning as expected, and as it rightly was, a very one-sided unanimous decision over Roque Montoya of Mexico. And they're trying to get Macho down here, but he's acknowledging his faithful up there in the ring and savoring every possible moment of this victory that has taken him to a record of 27-0, although he was denied the 17th knockout that he was so desirous of. But the W looks just as good as the KO on the record when you add it all up for Camacho when tonight's work is done, considering the kind of boxer he had to fight, Roque Montoya. All right, here's Hector making his way down to us now, and we'll have him for you in just a moment or two. Pull up a chair, Hector, and you get to enjoy some of what we enjoyed watching in the ring here as we go along tonight. First of all, congratulations, and you'll be the first to admit, I'm sure, it's a tough fight for you.
Yes, it was tough. I said, you know, he had an awkward style. And the kind of style, if you see him on TV or against any other opponent, you feel that if you fight him, you can knock him out because he's so ugly, like, you know, so straight up. But I said, if he's not strong enough to handle me and keep me out there, he'll go early or he'll go every time I press the button. But he's one of those tough Mexican fighters. He was out there training. He came ready. He knew he wasn't going to appoint me, so he figured the only way he'll beat me is by knocking me out. And boy, he was trying to knock my head out of place.
Well, in that sense, it was a very good fight for you, though. A good learning experience.
It was. I told Jimmy that I think I could get him out in 3 rounds. Jimmy said, no, I think 6. I said, oh, what the heck? Montoya think I'll take him out in 1 anyway. But I said, if it goes the distance, he'll fit me right, and it sure did.
Well, it looked for a moment in round number 8 it wasn't going to go the distance because you finally got to him, and here it is right here. Took him down for the first time.
Well, when I got in, you know, the timing was good to get him. That jab dazed him out, and I took advantage of it. But he was keeping me out there real good, and he was trying to leverage me.
Yeah,
you're for the great fight.
Your jab was much stronger than his.
Yes, it was, but he was so tall that I had to like reach in. So he kept taking that step back and trying to load up with that uppercut. So I said, let me get Kelly's here, man, because this guy looked like a hard one.
Yeah, he was a hard one, and that probably would be as good a conditioner this fight tonight as you could possibly get, as I mentioned before, for this June 6th fight you've got coming up.
Well, this is the second time I win 12 rounds, and well, I figured, you know, he was going to bring condition. If he wasn't trickier than me, faster than me, or a much harder puncher than me, I knew he was going to bring condition. And I was afraid he was going to take me 12 rounds. I just didn't want to turn to Houdini and say, yeah, I'll take him on 3, even though I predicted. But he was not a great fighter, but a good fighter, a determined fighter, and he knew this was his chance, and he was trying to take advantage of it. But now I got Ramirez, and that's going to be a tougher fight. So I'm going to go out there to Mexico, where Carlos Palomino and Roque Montoya and Jose Luis Ramirez is from, because they always bring condition.
Well, we'll see it over these